Hi guys! Today is Friday and it is setup day for PuchiCon. So come with me and get my setup ready to go. However, I think I'm going to take a little adventure and get to Fort Lee early because I think I want to do lunch out there before setup time. Setup time I believe is like 3 o'clock to 7, which is a decent time, but from the distance where I live, I think it just might be easier if I go get lunch out there and then just hang back and get to the hotel to set up at that point. So, see you there! This is the most dangerous setup. Kung Fu tea with sushi. I got the boba tea. So between sushi and boba tea, might as well just not eat dinner. But I timed everything correctly. I am going to be able to make it to the hotel by around 3 o'clock because it is about 2:20 right now. So yes, I might be there early, but hopefully that even though setup time is 3, maybe I could just come on in earlier and get my badge and just be able to situate myself, because I would prefer not to take till 7 o'clock to get everything done. I'm gonna take my time with it and make sure everything's stable and settles in, but I just want to be able to get home and avoid the New York City traffic, because for those who know New Jersey, Fort Lee's right across the river. All you gotta take is the Jeep. Might not pose an issue for when the actual convention happens, because, you know, Saturday, Sunday, but being today's Friday, that, you know, people are still leaving work. Part of me is hoping, because it is also Friday, that people will leave work earlier than 5 o'clock. So, we'll see. Woohoo! Alright, so I got to the hotel and I was looking around for the ballrooms and I found them. They're easily accessible on the 2nd floor. However, I can't seem to find any staff. So I don't know if they were actually prepared for people to show up at 3 or if I'm looking in the wrong place. I messaged support for it, but for now I'm just gonna sit and wait in my car because hotel staff's kind of looking at me funny. Alright, so here's the deal. The vendor manager eventually came. She was just a little few minutes behind, but walking into the ballroom, the hotel accidentally put the tables that were meant to make aisles back to back physically. So, and that's about like 60 plus tables. So they're gonna take a hot minute to readjust everything. But at this point, I'm gonna make my time worth it, unload my car, and just sit back and chat with the other vendors to pass the time while the hotel staff readjust everything. But hey, at least, you know, they were around to be able to do that. I just finished setting up. As you can see, it took a quick video. I did a little bit of a time lapse, but it's okay. There's very few vendors here today, actually. I think a lot of people are hoping to just get there super early in the morning tomorrow and finish their setups in time for the convention. There's a little bit of disorganization on the hotel's end, but overall, the vendor manager, Angel, who was an angel, was able to get everything sorted, and otherwise everything was a smooth process setting up for myself. But I'm exhausted. I pulled my shoulder a little bit, so it's Saturday, so it's officially day one of PuchiCon. Luckily enough, I was able to get everything set up yesterday, and so today I just had to do a couple little things. I might have to make a little card noting that I'm actually doing live commissions for today. I have like a little setup, but I have a feeling people might not understand that it is live commissions and not just whatever's stuck up on the board. So I'm gonna probably draw a little thing like that and stick it up there. And I was able to get all my packaging stuff rearranged and finally sat down, settled down, new makeup for today. But yeah, so I'll get a couple view rolls of the convention so far on Saturday, and I'll check in later.
We should do that tab.
So it's about 2 hours or so into the convention. I've made one sale so far. It's going a little slow, but I see more people piling in, so fingers crossed. Look at this fork. It's not even a fork. It's a 3. 1, 2, 3. 3. I hate it. Hi guys, so it's about 3 o'clock on Saturday, and it's been a little slow. I'm close to making my table back, but it's not quite there yet. It is also absolutely freezing in here. I'm in like long sleeves and pants, and I still need like my outside jacket on. From what I hear, it's a lot warmer outside, but I will say someone finally got a large print. Someone got my Mau Mau print, and I sold a lot of stickers so far, but I'm not surprised because stickers are my main part of the booth, being that I think I have like about 45 designs. So yeah, I'm gonna check in again at some point. I got a couple bits of B-roll in here. I need to record more, but my only problem is that my phone is like my everything. So it's my recording device and my POS system. I have the Square Reader, but to input my products in there, I need to use my phone. So recording like customer interactions is a little tough, but it's a good time overall. I will say, Sean Chiplock is like right next to me. For those who don't know, he's the voice of Kinger in The Amazing Digital Circus. So he's been such a sweetheart, and he's been a great conversationalist, and just overall amazing guy. And his wife makes awesome candles. Oh my god, I gotta buy this one cranberry spiced one that she's made, so I'm very excited. And I also ended up giving them like a little sketch of Kinger just to enjoy. So yeah, it's been a great time so far.
Oh, you gave me a gift. Let me take a look at it. It's so tiny and fragile, just like me. Oh, I love it. Thank you so much.
As you can see, most of the people here are just vendors or vendors walking around. So far I haven't seen anybody else. I know a couple panels were going at the same time, but it's been a little bit of a buzz. We got a little dead. Everyone thought maybe after the lunch hour people would start coming back, but apparently there's only one empanada stand for food. So I can see why people would get up and just leave the whole thing if there was no food available here, in case somebody didn't like empanadas. But I made table bank, which is awesome. But I think for some other people, it's a bit of a bust. I see some artists that just never had a person come up to the table at all, and I feel terrible for them. But we'll see how Sunday goes. Hopefully, it will bring in more people.
By my girlfriend's art, and I won't find you.
Thanks, honey. It's Sunday of Puchi Con. Morale is very, very, very low. People are just hoping, people would walk in the door today and maybe buy something, let alone break profit. So we'll see how it goes. Sorry, I got interrupted because a fellow artist wanted to come say hello. So, holy moly, draws, you're awesome. Thanks for stopping by. But look at the chandelier. It's now my hat. I'm very bored at this convention. This convention's been pretty rough. It'd be worse without me. So, just hoping for the best. If people come on in, maybe, be able to help everyone break the table and maybe a little bit of profit. Cover our, at least maybe dinner and gas money, but we'll see. For the start of my convention adventures, it's been a little rough, but I'm going to keep pushing forward, hopefully get into some more medium-sized cons. Not quite sure if I'm able to get into any of the bigger ones yet, but I can only hope and just simply apply. So, but I'll take videos throughout today and see how it goes. I think I got some scary guests over here. I think it's gonna, if I come out alive, oh my god, no! So it's about halfway through the afternoon, and when I tell you left, about, still here, we're still here, not leaving, we're white knuckling this way. Oh, puppy! So adorable.
Let's go.
Yeah.
PuchiCon 2025.
Hell yeah. Holy media.
Yeah, there you go.
Holy moly media. Sick work. Here, look. Yeah, they do great commission work. My comic here, Star Interns. Love it, some cool stickers. We're trying to make do with the day. I need your honest review of PuchiCon.
For myself,
Yeah.
good.
Okay.
Overall, could use more vendors and more people. Overall, more people.
More attendees, you would say? Yeah. Because,
And more vendors.
yeah. Okay, fair.
Get
Fair.
the crowd going.
Fair, because to be quite honest, it's a bit of a rough one. It went very well for me, but for a lot of other artists here, did not go as well. I saw about maybe like 6 vendors already pack up and leave today, and we're supposed to be here until 5. But then on top of it, I saw a couple people that just never came back after Saturday. So we'll see.
White up.
Well, it's
Yo, we out here persevering.
yes, we're white knuckling everything. Give me your review of PuchiCon so far on this very Sunday.
If you want to edit that out, edit it out. If not,
I'll bleep it out. I'll bleep it, but
I'm supposed to take a photo, but I'm gonna head over there.
Alright, good. Bye-bye. Bye. I heard, what we call those goobers? Goobers, yes, back goobers. So, as you can see, more have fallen, and I might become one of them because I believe it's close to 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Casey even started tearing down, but I tried to give this one a chance, and for a first year starter, you know, figured just experience, learning how I wanted to make my setup and everything else. So we'll see there. But here's the other thing. I went to Holy Moly, and she finished her drawing of my dog Yuki. Look how cute! She did a wonderful job. This is my baby. I just had her for about 3 years now, so she's my whole world. But yeah, I'll probably do a full review of PuchiCon at the end of the video and give a quick summary of everything and how well everything went. See you guys later. Hi guys, I'm back. It is Monday, the day after PuchiCon. I just came back from work and I finally got to sit down and write up a quick summary as to how PuchiCon 2025 Fort Lee went. So, I'll cover my personal experience with PuchiCon. So, at the beginning of the video, you saw that, you know, I tried to get there a little bit early for setup time. Things got a little behind. There was a miscommunication between the hotel and the convention on how the vendor setup would have to happen, and the vendor manager was very sweet, and she really was doing her best this whole weekend. So eventually, after a little bit of time, maybe around like 3:30, 4 o'clock, we were able to finally set up. It was smooth sailing from there. No one gave me any issues. I will say I wasn't able to get my badge that night. I think I left just before the person who had the physical badges showed up, but I got the okay to come in earlier Saturday morning, go to the info desk, pick up my badge, and just waltzed right in. So that's what I did. On Saturday, I went and got my badge when my partner came with me, and it was nice and easy. I just put a cloth on top of my setup and I was able to just start my day. Saturday was pretty good. Saturday was my best day out of the two, which is normal for conventions for those who have gone to a con, who have been in Artist Alley before. So it's kind of normal to have your better day be Saturday versus Sunday. However, Saturdays are always the precursor on how well the convention does for the rest of the weekend, especially if it's a 2-day weekend and not a 3-day weekend. 3-day weekends, I always feel like, give that nice little buffer on the Friday nights to kind of get your few little trickles of people in who could go on Friday night or Friday during the day and be able to get your starting spenders there. And then Saturday is like the biggest day that everyone is already expecting to be huge. And then Sunday to be slower because it is the last day and only some people are able to do Sunday. So whoever strictly is able to do Sunday will show up. Or it's just towards the end of the con, people are winding down, and Sundays to be the pre-expected slow day. A lot of people had high expectations for Saturday. The marketing for this convention was very active. It was always announcing something almost every single day. There was constant emails going out. So it gave the expectation to especially vendors that it's going to be a very high active convention. And I personally, and maybe other artists that were there can agree with me, was quite the opposite. Luckily enough, between the table costs, my gas, and my food for the weekend, I was able to cover all 3 costs and on top of it get a tiny bit of profit out of this. So I was doing okay. Compared to other artists, I was doing very well. Unfortunately, other artists could not say the same, and I feel terrible about it. Some of these vendors, like myself, were first or second year artist vendors, and we're trying to experiment with different conventions around the local areas or within the tri-state area to see what is worth going to and if the Artist Alley thing can become a small business of theirs. But I don't think PuchiCon would be the most accurate convention to go off of. Luckily enough, I will say PuchiCon became my nice little experience to try out my new setup, try out some new products, and to get more signage up and experiment with my look. I'm glad that things turned out the way they did for this weekend for my metrics, but I wouldn't rely on these metrics, however. Saturday, at the beginning of the morning, it was pretty active. I will say up until maybe about 1:30 in the afternoon. Up until then, right around that lunch hour, it went from like this and then skyrocketed down. And I believe, though, it's because partly the reason why is that some of the panels were scheduled around the same time, so however many attendees were there originally in the vending room have moved on over across the hall to the panelist rooms, which is fine. It's a convention, and honestly, it gives people a chance to breathe. But then the breathing became from about 2 o'clock to 3 o'clock, then 3 o'clock to 4, then 4 o'clock to 5, and then maybe more people came in after some of the panels were done. So at some point during Saturday, it got really, really dead. And morale was kind of like here, and then it went into the tank. And it's a bit unfortunate, that the convention was not up to par to some people's expectations, but I believe it's a fair reaction because there was such high expectations set. The predicted amount of attendees was about 1,000 plus. I would say maybe a close under 200 attendees were actually there. And I say that because between Saturday and Sunday, I saw maybe the same 35 people if they had a weekend pass, or I've seen the same people on one day constantly moving around the Artist Alley and vendor area, and that was it. It didn't get as many attendees as they predicted. So I don't blame artists to be, disappointed in the expectations that they were going to do well. So now moving on to Sunday. Sunday, I think the morale was in the ground already because of how Saturday went. And like I mentioned earlier, Saturday establishes how well Sunday does. And Sundays are infamous for not doing as well as Saturday. So, from there, a lot of people either did not return after Saturday, or quite literally, both days the Artist Alley opened at 10 o'clock in the morning. By Sunday, I saw people by 12 o'clock. They gave it 2 hours, and some people got up, packed their booths, and left. And just went, I give up. And I don't blame them. I don't blame them at all. The first hour and a half of the convention had that little burst of people coming on in, and then it died. And then maybe there was like another burst or two. So from 2 o'clock in the afternoon to maybe about 3-ish, it had one last little burst, and then it died. At some point, quite literally, 0 attendees in the vending hall. Originally on Saturday, when it was a little bit dead, it was like maybe the same 10 people that were just wandering around throughout the hotel. This time, absolutely nobody but the vendors, the voice actors, and the volunteers. And at some point, a lot of people just around 2 o'clock in the afternoon started packing up their tables and going. You can see earlier in the video that I took that 4 to 5 tables at a time, almost every hour, I will say, kind of started getting up and slowly tearing down. So for Sunday, the hours were from 10 to 5 o'clock versus Saturday was 10 to 8. For Sunday, a lot of people started tearing down way early in the day. Like I mentioned, the expectations were high for Saturday. They were a bust. And Sunday came along and a lot of people just didn't want to bother. I wanted to at least try my best and stay as long as I could, but at some point when I saw about 60% of the hall being packed up, I cut my losses and I started packing up as well, and I left around maybe 4 o'clock. It is what it is. I even saw some of the voice actors, one voice actor literally up and left like Sunday morning, did not come back at all. I don't blame him. On top of it as well, some of the voice actors were mingled along with the vendor hall and with the artist alley artists, and there are some mixed feelings behind that. Some artists think it was a detriment to their sales, and some think it was a good thing for their sales. I personally thought it was a good thing for my sales because, funny enough, I had Sean Chiplock, who is the voice actor for Kinger, notably, from the Amazing Digital Circus. Very nice guy. His wife was there as well, and they struck up conversation with us in the dead moments of the con, and they made the weekend so much more enjoyable because we were just talking about Hades 2 and all the nerdy stuff possible this whole weekend. So it was very wonderful, and thank you, Sean, for being an amazing table neighbor. It was so much fun. But I thought it was a good thing because people were purposely coming down our specific aisle, and from doing that, people then saw the other artists around. But then some other people were thinking that it was a detriment because people only saw the voice actors and then left. Not leave the convention, but like left from the table and didn't bother looking through the other artists, which is a shame because if the voice actors are there, they can also, take a second and look at the artist alley as well. But to each their own. From that perspective, a lot of the artist alley was not happy. I wasn't happy as well. I wish it could have gone a lot better for all parties involved. I feel like was just simply lucky in the fact that I had a voice actor directly next to me, and that maybe I had a little bit more product than my last convention, and that just helped me get my sales up. Because otherwise, if maybe there was no voice actors involved in the vendor hall, I don't know whether or not we'd be okay. I don't know, but that's how the weekend happened. And on top of it too, I believe part of the reason why the attendees may have not stayed for the entire time was because there was only very limited food options. And so for anyone that has a food allergy or food and diet restriction, there wasn't any food diversity at all. And I feel like a convention needs food diversity to keep their attendees wanting more at the convention and wanting to stay longer. If the lack of food diversity was an issue for the attendees, it makes sense as to why maybe they did not come back around lunch hour, because they can get up, leave, go into the further part of Fort Lee, get lunch out there, and maybe go, meh, I saw everything, and then just head home. At the end of it all, I think PuchiCon was a okay second convention for myself. For artists in general, I don't think it's fantastic. I think there needs to be a little bit of restructuring to some of the marketing and maybe a little bit of the organization style of how artists are displayed. It may be a venue problem, it may be a marketing issue. But as of right now, I would not recommend it. And I may give it another chance for next year, but we shall see. So I hope this vlog was enjoyable for some people. This is like my first vlog ever for an Artist Alley as a vendor. Please give a like, follow, or comment. Let me know what you think. Let me know if anyone who has watched this video has attended PuchiCon, either as an attendee or a vendor, and give me your thoughts. I have a lot more, but I think this video is long enough already. And yeah, hopefully I get to do another convention soon. I don't know, I'm applying to a few more, so fingers crossed. All right, toodles.